Welcome to the Clinical Cookout.
This week on the Clinical Cookout, we will be discussing Cluster B personality disorders. So today, for our Monday mood, let's do a personality disorder 101 to get you prepared. So in general, what is a personality disorder? It's an atypical way of thinking about oneself and relating to other people, and it is grouped into 3 clusters, A, B, and C. People with personality disorders often struggle to interact with the world. Their disorder makes it hard for them to understand social situations and relationships. Nearly 10% of the United States population struggles with at least one personality disorder. It is possible for personality disorders to be comorbid, meaning the same person can have a personality and another mental health condition. Also, they can have features of more than one personality disorder at the same time, either within the same cluster or in different clusters. The characteristics of personality disorders depend on the specific groups and disorders. Cluster A personality disorders are defined by odd thinking and behaviors like paranoia or a lack of emotional responses. Individuals with cluster A disorders struggle to relate to others and may come off as eccentric. Cluster A disorders include paranoid personality disorder, schizoid personality disorder, and schizotypical personality disorder. Cluster B personality disorders involve unpredictable, dramatic, or intensely emotional responses to things. People with cluster B disorders struggle emotionally and may come off as erratic or dramatic. The 4 types of personality disorder that fall under cluster B are antisocial, borderline, histrionic, and narcissistic. Cluster C personality disorders are defined by anxious thoughts and behaviors. Individuals with cluster C disorders suffer from intense fears or anxiety. Cluster C disorders include avoidant personality disorder, dependent personality disorder, and obsessive compulsive personality disorder. It is not entirely clear what causes personality disorders. Research has shown that there may be a genetic component involved in their development. Abuse and childhood trauma and neglect are also potential contributions to personality disorders. For example, people who experience childhood trauma were found to be more vulnerable to developing borderline personality disorder. Other environmental and situational factors may impact the development of personality disorders, including experiences in relationships, even those not related to trauma, neglect, or abuse. Individuals who struggle with mood disorders, such as major depression disorder, bipolar 1 disorder, bipolar 2 disorder, seasonal affective disorder, etc., have a higher risk of having at least one personality disorder. Additionally, higher rates of personality disorders are seen among people who struggle with addiction, substance misuse disorder. However, it is unclear if one causes the other or if they are more likely to occur together for other reasons. Personality disorders can only be diagnosed by a qualified medical professional, such as a psychiatrist or a psychologist. This is done by assessing the symptoms in the person as a whole. The process may include a physical exam, a complete medical history, questionnaires, and testing to rule out any other possible explanations for the symptoms. Personality disorders are primarily treated with psychotherapy, which is also called talk therapy. The most common forms of psychotherapy used to treat personality disorders include cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, group therapy, psychoanalytic or psychodynamic therapy, psychoeducation, and supportive therapy. And while there are currently no medications that specifically treat personality disorders, medications may be used to treat some symptoms of personality disorders. Even though effective treatment is available, sometimes personality disorders are left untreated because people with these symptoms and challenges do not always seek help. Personality disorders lead to significant functional impairment or subjective distress. There are 10 specific personality disorders as well as other specified personality disorders that do not meet the specific requirements of one of the other 10 personality disorders. This week at the Clinical Cookout, be sure to join the aunties to learn more about Cluster B personality disorders. Those are narcissistic personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, and borderline personality disorder.